What's all that about classic bits with Cohen and Kelso?
Hello, dear listener. Here's some bits from the old, now deleted podcast episodes from before I came along and made it better.
Kerwin, this is our Christmas special. What's all that about?
Sure is.
Christmas, what's all that about?
Huh.
You're a minor celebrity. You're a gigging musician.
I am, yeah.
Around Brisbane. So how does the Christmas season affect your gigs? Are you getting requests? Are you having to wear a Santa hat?
No, I don't do Santa hats. I don't do any hats, as you know. I think I brought this up in previous podcasts. And if you just joined us, I'm a bald man, and wearing any hat makes you look like you're a cancer patient. So,
especially a Santa hat. So, but how does it affect your set list?
Okay, so this is how I acknowledge Christmas. I will occasionally, maybe second last song, maybe last song, do a little bit of, maybe I'll play it now. Should I do it now for dear
Please
listener?
do.
Okay, I'll just pick up the old 6-string. I didn't buy it at the 5 and Dime. I actually bought it at a reputable
pleased to hear
music instrument stockist. Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to work the knobs. Here we go. You got me?
I got you, baby.
Yeah, it's like I'm in one of those caves back in Bethlehem. I'm in a Bethlehem cave just for Christmas. It's a song from Mexico that goes a little bit like this. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año felicidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero año felicidad. Ready? I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. That's how they do Christmas in old Mexico. Right?
Fantastic. Well, that's really good because Feliz Navidad, he's my favourite Mexican guitarist. Loving it.
I love his work. I think he did I think he wrote Classical Gas. I think. Sure.
Do.
Yeah, great song.
Well, actually, Classical Gas is one of those songs I always used to request from you when we're in person. So, can I, as a very Christmas special, what's all that about present? Classical Gas.
Well, I always used to think you used to ask for that song.
Right now.
Because you kind of knew I wasn't very...
Any minute.
Because you knew I wasn't very good at it, and, you're like, yeah, play that song, Classical Gas. I mean, you play guitar, don't you? That's a guitar song. I mean, you don't play Classical Gas? That's interesting.
I can't believe you'd accuse me of that, well knowing my musical limitations.
Oh, come on, I think you've, it's a little sinister, but I don't know about, okay, I'll let it go. I'll let it go.
So does that mean you are going to play Classical Gas? Or you're not going to play Classical Gas?
You really do have a diabolical sense of humour, Kelso. So does this mean you're going to play Classical Gas? Well played, sir. Well played. Yes. There's no gas. I can't do gas. Okay, right. Fine. You want to box me into a corner, and I'm going to play what I can do, and we'll play what I know. I can just, embarrass myself with a little bit of Classical Gas. Okay. And this is going to be the most embarrassing 10 seconds of my life. Yeah, actually, you're right. If I'm going to go down, I should at least go down with ambience. Am I right?
Exactly.
Oh, that sounded promising, actually. See what I mean? I mean, straight up.
Yeah,
Fluff,
you're struggling.
You're struggling. I'm on Struggle Street. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, wait. So that's why it's Classical Gas, And then it goes like... It's too hard. See what I mean? I'm terrible. Now I'm embarrassed myself in front of dear listener. There it is. That's why I didn't want to do it. Now you see?
So what other Christmas songs are you willing to treat the dear listener to?
Well, there's one I've always liked. And it goes like this. This is another one of those songs that, when you have Christmas in the tropics, that doesn't actually apply to you like White Christmas or so many other songs. But I still like it. It sort of sounds nice. You ready? Here we go. Let's put on some knob.
Ready.
I'm turning up knob. Silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ding-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Well, I found that quite emotional.
Yeah, well, thanks. Yeah. You can have that. You can put that on your own little soundtrack to your life.
I just might.
Yeah,
my ringtone.
Yeah. Okay, so that was a beautiful, Christmas song. Now, this is my conundrum, Kelso. I'm not sure if you think this deeply about Christmas music. But
okay, let's find out.
Okay, here we go. Let's test yourself. So this is my theory, or my personal taste. I like Christmas carols, but I love Christmas songs. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Are you with me on that one?
I'm with you.
So Christmas carols, Away in the Manger,
Silent Night.
Rest ye merry gentlemen, and everything sounds boring. You know, that kind of thing.
I know that one.
Yeah, that kind of stuff, But then you get into those cool little jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock, That's a Christmas song, you know what I mean?
I was bopping along.
Yeah,
My head was bopping.
Everyone's, your toes were tapping. But that's, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. I'm a Christmas song guy. Yeah, Christmas carols, yes, whatever. Been there, done that, the cattle are lowing, the baby awakes, we know where it goes from there, we've been there. But, a nice little jaunty Christmas song from maybe Bing Crosby or one of those kind of guys, Elvis Presley even. I reckon that's, that's the recipe for a good Christmas. Yeah, help me out here, Kelso.
Well,
high five me.
I'm going. Oh, wow! That kind of hurt my hand.
Oh, did you high five yourself for me?
Wow, yeah, but the dear listener, theatre of the mind. That was us high-fiving.
Theatre of the mind. Add to
well,
favourites.
You might be very interested, dear Kerwin, to hear that the Christmas #1 in the UK is a big thing.
Big deal. No, I do know it. No, I do know about the Christmas #1. I do know about it. Right. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So for the last 35 years, artists and bands have been making a concerted effort to achieve the #1 single at the time of Christmas Day, and that becomes known as the Christmas single.
Yeah, Christmas #1. Yeah.
That year. And then what happens, this is quite remarkable, is that every Christmas then in Britain after that, they play every single Christmas #1 in a never-ending rotation. So,
right. So last Christmas,
if you want your Christmas songs,
right.
UK is the place to come.
Right.
Do you know the ones I'm talking about?
Yeah, so there'll be a couple of Robbie Williams ones in there. He's had a couple of Christmas ones, I'm pretty sure.
I'm going to have to look it up because
I think there's been some. I want to say Wham! Last Christmas was probably one of the last great Christmas #1s.
Yeah, but there's a few.
But a lot of the songs don't actually have anything to do with Christmas, though. If that's you trying to draw that parallel.
Yeah, you could have because what's happened is actually when
have I broken wide this whole Christmas song?
Well, you didn't, but Simon Cowell did. because
Okay, yeah, this is
with
scandalous.
the X Factor, their aim was to release a song that would become the Christmas
number one, right?
because the show ended near the end of the year, so that wouldn't be a Christmas song. But before that, especially in the 70s, I'm sure you've heard some of those. Slade's "Merry Christmas, Everybody."
Yeah, that's an absolute cracker of a.
Can you just sing the chorus so people know what we're talking about?
So there it is, Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
And the other song they love over here at Christmas time is that Pogue song.
Oh yeah, Winter in New York or something like that.
Yeah, Winter. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's true.
That gets trotted out every year. So so loads of fun Christmas. The problem is that every radio station, every TV station, every shop is just playing all these songs over and over again. I've got a little poem here I'd like to read out, if I may.
Okay, all right.
Here we go. Give up the dough. Give up the dough. Give up the dough on Christmas, yo.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
That's an extract from Run DMC's "Christmas Is."
Right. Okay. Well, they know what Christmas is.
I thought I'd do that. That's a little bit of a treat to you and the dear listener.
It was. You know, my much younger girlfriend was musing about Santa Claus the other day, and when I was thinking about putting together some notes for tonight's Christmas special, or today for you, but tonight,
right?
And I thought I'd look into some facts about Christmas, because there's a lot of grey area that surrounds Christmas, a lot of clouds, a lot of uncertainty. And, so I read up about some things that you might find interesting, some controversial.
This is the first time anyone's done some research on this podcast?
Yeah, like I put some work in. This is a Christmas special. This is why we call it a special, because I wrote down 8 things in a notepad. Okay. So did you know that originally Santa Claus, that we take for granted, was known as Sinterklaas?
Right.
He was like from Holland. He was Dutch,
Yes, he was Saint Nicholas.
Right.
And the jolly Santa Claus in the red suit with the reindeers, living in the North Pole, that's purely an invention of a department store in New York City.
Oh, is that true though? I think I've heard that is the urban myth.
Oh, well,
that it was
possibly.
invented by Sears or something like that. Anyway, I happen to know the nationality of Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I did some digging.
Wow.
Into Wikipedia and
breaking stuff.
Yeah.
Does Rachel Maddow and Lawrence O'Donnell know what's happening here?
Yeah, I did cross tweet. We'll see what happens there.
Right, let's hear it.
I did some digging. I looked into it. I read up on all the papers released on the matter, and turns out he's Polish.
Ah, well, that's not too bad.
Well, more specifically, North Polish.
North Polish.
North Polish.
It was a long bow. But, well, just one more bit of this poem I'd like to quote.
Okay.
I'm from the ghetto. Now this mean I get no toys or presents beneath my tree? I wrote my list, I made my wish. Is this what Christmas means to me?
Right.
That's still far. Still Run DMC.
What's with the Run DMC Christmas? I'm not sure of the...
Run DMC did a Christmas song, okay? It was called Christmas Is, and it's fucking amazing.
Right. I feel like you're really trying to shove the Run DMC down my throat here. It's like you're on a mission to make this audio song.
Does that sound like something I do?
It does, actually.
Yes, very much.
It does. Okay, so you think you're really smart, right?
I try to think that.
So, name the 8 original reindeer. Let's see if you can...
Alright, okay. I need a piece of paper here, okay. So I'm going to go, first of all, Donner and Blitzen.
So, yes, Donner and Blitzen. So you've only got 5 to go. Or is that what... Hang on.
5?
Sorry.
It was 8.
8 was... Sorry, yeah, you're right. Pardon me.
Dasher.
Dasher, so yeah, that's good. So you got 3.
Dasher. I want to say Cupid. Is
Yes,
Cupid right?
yeah, Cupid's in there. He's
Wow.
Yeah.
That's,
I think
that's
Cupid
good.
plays bass. I'm pretty sure.
And
Yeah. So you've.
I think I might be at the end.
I hope you're not Googling.
I think I'm remembering from a
Googling.
song which is Rudolph. There was Donna and Dasher and Cupid and Blitzen.
No, it was that song where it was it was that classic poem, and then suddenly Santa and his sleigh bells, and it says, "On Comet, on Cupid, on."
Oh, Comet.
Yeah. So Comet was one. I think I blabbed one there.
Yeah,
so you got a free one there.
Yeah.
Got a free
I'm
one.
gonna have to give up there, but I think 50%. I'm doing quite happy with that.
Okay, yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
So who am I missing?
Let's in no particular order of importance or anything like that. I'll just read them out. No big deal. Okay, guys, don't take it personally.
You don't want to look like you're preferring a certain reindeer.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not a good look, especially not this time of year. Okay, so in no particular order of favoritism, it's Blitzen. I'm pretty sure you said Blitzen.
I did.
You said I said Comet, so that was your free
You
one.
did.
Cupid, you said Cupid.
Uh-huh.
Did you say Dasher?
Yep.
Did you say Prancer?
No, Prancer.
Yeah, you're not really a Prancer kind of a guy.
Oh, actually, I used to be when I was
Yeah, in
my ballet days.
Ballet days, codpiece.
I can still prance.
Yeah, but were you ever a vixen?
Vixen, yeah, I did get that
Yeah,
one.
can you imagine Vixen? I'm assuming she's a hot chick. 8 reindeers constantly on tour with Santa, constantly, on the road. And is she the only chick? I mean, she's at least 1 in 8. Maybe there's another one in there, but she's definitely looking at that group of names, the only chick in the group. Wow, you know what I mean? Can you imagine
that's
being?
the patriarchy speaking through you, Kerwin.
I'm just saying,
I'm good.
in a touring group of 8 reindeers where, I know a lot of stuff, whatever happens on the road stays on the road, but if you're the only girl in an 8-piece band of other dudes...
That's why she was called Vixen, let's face it. The dear listener is
sorry.
waiting for the eighth name.
The 8th name, okay, so, no, we only got the 6 with Vixen, and then
Okay,
there's Dancer. I don't think you said Dancer. And you said Donna and Blitzen, so that was the last one. Yeah, so you got...
Alright, so I mixed
Fairly good
Prancer,
total.
Vixen, and Dancer, and Comet.
Yeah. So that's
Oh,
not too
so-
bad. That's not too bad. Yeah, I mean...
Can you... Alright, let's turn the tables. Can you
okay.
name the 7 dwarfs?
Okay, yeah, I can. Okay. Alright. What if I just laid it out there and said, what's 5 out of 7 dwarves? That's pretty good, right?
That's very good.
Okay, so also Doc.
Doc.
Sneezy.
Sneezy.
Sleepy.
Good.
Happy.
Happy.
Grumpy.
Grumpy.
So I've got 5 so far. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Grumpy. I want to say... what other mood do I get in?
That's hilarious. Snow White and the 7 Moods.
Okay. No, I got it. Horny. No, wait.
I got it.
No. Don't make everything about me. Alright. That's the key here.
We were just talking about Vixen being the only female reindeer on tour, so let's not talk about poor old Snow White. There's 7 minors. You're missing an easy one. What's
Missing an easy one.
If you think of the
Dopey. I didn't say
okay.
Dopey. Was that the one you were trying to lead me to, or was...
It was.
Here's another one. Bashful.
Bingo, that's all 7. Well done.
7. Yes, man.
Wow.
I feel exhilarated. That's
Oh,
great.
it looks like you win the first annual, what's all that about, Christmas quiz.
Christmas quiz, yes. So I've got the first name on the shield. That's me.
Yeah, that's right.
2017.
Which means you actually have to buy the shield.
You didn't mention that.
I thought I'd trick you into it, but
On Christmas Day!
I've just got a message from iTunes, and they said they're willing to put up the money for annual shield. So that's nice, isn't it?
That's nice.
We're driving so much traffic to their sites, apparently. So, well,
Although apparently one of the sponsors is a feminine hygiene product, and we have to call it the Panty Shield. So they do have naming rights on the shield. Yeah.
Yes, and the runner-up prize has come from a bra company. It has to be called the D Cup.
Oh, Kelso. Killing it. Still cruising after all these years.
To American listeners in Britain and Australia, we normally play for cups and...
Yeah, cups. Cups and shields. Yeah.
Cups and shields, yeah.
Pretty much.
You guys, for whatever reason, tend to play for bowls. I'm not sure where you want to bowl,
do
but
that,
that's cool.
Yeah, do that.
I mean, if it was super, that'd be pretty cool, but still a bowl. Maybe I'm missing something, I don't know. Right, I don't want to upset you, Sherwin.
Okay, alright. I immediately feel upset when you say that.
Right.
Okay. I'm bracing myself now. Here we go.
Yeah.
What's coming?
Just before the show, I thought I'd have a quick peek at Wikipedia
Right.
to see what it has to say about Christmas in Australia and New Zealand is the article I found.
Okay.
So Christmas in Australia and New Zealand, and I have a couple of paragraphs first on the things that are in common between the two countries, and this sentence took my eye. In both countries, i.e. Australia and New Zealand, Christmas by Michael Bublé re-enters the album charts every year at Christmas time, generally reaching number one or the top three.
Well,
Is that correct?
well, I mean, I don't know why you're asking me. Like, I monitor Michael Bublé's sales, but it sounds perfectly legitimate to me.
Similarly, I can't say that word.
Similarly.
In a similar fashion, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey re-enters the singles chart every year in both countries.
Well, apparently now, I heard this the other day, that Mariah Carey song has kind of overtaken White Christmas. You know how there's that classic line in the Simpsons song when Montgomery Burns says something like, "And I sold it for a song. Luckily that song was White Christmas," you know. But apparently now the Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas, apparently now that's the big one. That's the one that's really making
people,
making bank. Is that one?
If you think of the number of people who can afford to buy a song nowadays compared back to 1930s or whatever when White Christmas came out, so
well, I think
makes a lot of
the
sense.
thing is, people these days want to listen to Mariah Carey bopping along in a hot little red Christmas outfit, than Bing Crosby roasting chestnuts by an open fire. You know what I mean?
Does she show any ass cheek in the video?
I don't know, but she's a sweet, sweet fantasy baby.
Would you go so far to say, sweet, sweet fantasy baby?
I did go as far to say that. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, but I sung it.
You sang it.
Technically that was singing.
On Christmas Day!
Anyway, listen, this is the end, dear listener, of our
Christmas
special. Yes, now, as if you're a regular dear listener, you will know, but if you're a new dear listener, you will not know that at the end of each show we like to close out the show with Kerwin putting his musical talents on display by performing a cover as though another mother had produced, given birth to, or indeed played that cover. And you can hit us up on Podcast KAK on Twitter or Podcast KAK at gmail.com and make your suggestions of a song you'd like to hear Kerwin play as a cover from another mother. But today we have a song. What is it?
It is probably one of, I think, in my humble opinion, the best Christmas song. So you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so here we go.
You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making lists and checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. And he sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're away. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out, you better not cry, better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town, yeah. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Very nice. I had in my head this scene was running through my mind, in front of my eyes, where you were singing this at the end of a set, and all of a sudden Christmas trees and dancers dressed as elves would come out and start doing the can. And,
yeah, all that. Yeah, they do that every year. Yeah, on cue.
Glitter bombs.
It really is the most wonderful time of the year.
That is a lovely song, but I'm a little bit concerned about dear old Santa Claus knowing quite so much about my personal life.
Yeah, it's weird.
Especially when I'm sleeping and when I'm not. That's a bit weird.
Yeah, Santa Claus is like Facebook, one of those kind of intrusions that you don't really think about until yeah, you know.
Until you get a lump of coal in your stocking. It reminds me of an adult Christmas cartoon I saw once, and it's Santa Claus.
An adult Christmas cartoon?
Yeah, indeed. Probably in Playboy magazine, no doubt.
Fair enough.
It's a cartoon of a buxom blonde in her nightdress sitting in bed, and Santa Claus is next to her bed with his big sack. And don't go there.
No, not on Christmas Day.
Go there.
Not on Christmas Day. I don't cheapen it. Yeah.
Don't muddy our lovely what's all that about Christmas special.
Not on our most holiest of holy days. Yeah, not on my watch, pal.
Anyway, Santa's standing next to this buxom blonde's bed, and he's saying to the buxom blonde, who has a quizzical look on her face, look, I didn't ask if you had any complaints this year. I said, have you been good this year?
Right, very good. Yeah, all right.
So, presumably she had no complaints, but she was not good.
Yes. Twist of the moustache.
Oh, wow, that's all very well, Cohen, but that does leave our dear listener, with one question.
Indeed it does, Kelso. What's all that about?
I kind of coughed through that one, but that's
too
cool.
much Christmas cheer there. Well, we'll chat to you next week, well, after Christmas. And don't forget, you can tweet us at podcastkak. And now you can also email us at podcastkak@gmail.com.
We'd like to thank you very much, dear listener, for listening. It means a lot to us. And if you could put in a good word with Santa for us, we do appreciate it. The other thing you could do is tell a friend about us, as that's how we hope to grow our show. And if you've got the time in between Christmas shopping and Christmas present wrapping, give us a sweet 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice.
Absolutely. And a Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Till next time.
What he said.
See you later.
On Christmas Day!